Hey guys, what's going on? It's Quasi Dog here, bringing you a first look at a new game coming out September 8th called Ascendant. Now, for you PC gamers, you may already be familiar with Ascendant, but for those of you on PS4, this may be a new experience. You may have never heard it before, and maybe you're here wondering whether or not it's worth your valuable dollars. Alright guys, now I do want to take a very quick moment to let you know what this game is all about. Now, this is a roguelike experience through procedurally generated worlds, and what that means is no playthrough will be the same. Not only will it be different between you and I and the next person playing, but it will also be different every single time you personally jump in and play. And the game does a fantastic job, guys, on giving you new worlds and new experiences. Nothing really feels recycled, which is fantastic. Now, if you're not familiar with a permadeath style game, essentially what that means is there's no continues. Once you die, you're dead and you start over. So it's basically, think of it like the old Mortal Kombats if you're taking a look at ladder mode. I mean, you'd only go so far, and then you'd start at the bottom again. And the end goal is to see if you can make it to the end in one playthrough. And that's exactly what this is going to be like. Maybe less of the side-by-side fighting and fatalities, but, you know, similar circumstances. Now, the other thing that I want to mention as well is, as far as the gameplay is concerned, if you do follow indie titles, think of this title as if Rogue Legacy and Guacamelee had a love child and named it Ascendant. And what I mean by that, and what I want to explain behind that, is the art style and, you know, some elements of the combat reminded me a lot of Guacamelee in the way that, you know, you can fling your enemies into other enemies to do bonus damage. You're really taking ground and using that ground and that distance to your advantage, and maybe using some long range attacks to make sure that you don't take more damage than you need to. And the Rogue Legacy side of things is, again, just that rogue-like experience. So I think you've heard me talk enough. What we're going to do at this point is we're going to jump in and we're going to explore the menu system very, very quickly, and then obviously we're going to get right into some gameplay. Now, I'll let you guys do the tutorials for yourself. I've been playing a little bit this morning. I am by no means proficient in the game, but you're going to see firsthand what you're also going to walk into, which is why I wanted to do it the way that I'm doing it. So into the options here very, very quickly, we've got discoveries. Now, discoveries are just basically the things that you're going to learn along the way when it comes to unlocking the lore of this game. So you've got blessings, you've got breaths, you've got spirits, you've got weapons, and you've got spells. Now, with the weapons, for an example, guys, you're going to see that we have 16 pages. Now, I believe that means that there's going to be 16 weapons. As you move forward in the game, you do unlock weapons, you do have the ability to buy weapons, and we're going to see really what that purchase entails when we go into the game itself. Now, looking at the settings, it is pretty bare bones. We've got music and sound effects, and that's honestly it. We've got a little bit of a mini-map there as well. Controls, very, very straightforward. You've got dashing left and right. You have the ability to use your breath as well as the spell stance, and then launching is, again, similar to that Guacamelee feel where you can get an enemy to the point that he could be flung into other enemies or juggled in the air or flung into a wall just to gain more ground and maybe do a little bit of bonus damage. You've got parry, which is basically if somebody's shooting a projectile at you, you have the ability to bounce it back. Jump, obviously, very, very important in a roguelike experience like this, and then just your regular melee. So that was honestly the options. Other than that, we've got the credits, and as well we have the delete save data. So without further ado, I've yammered on enough, guys. Let's jump right into starting a new game. Now, right off the bat, you're going to see that, yes, it is multiplayer. I believe it is only local, but it is nice to see a game that gives you a good couch co-op experience. So we've got two playable characters, Memnon and Theseus, Now, Memnon is going to be your basic character. You can see that he possesses no disadvantages, and he does have a little bit more health. Now, this guy, Theseus, he does heal after slaying bosses, but he does get knocked back quite a bit further as well, so you're going to lose a lot of ground when it comes to combat. Now, we do have 5 other playable characters that you will unlock through your journey in Ascendant. And I think just for this experience, we're going to go ahead with Memnon and see what we can do. Now, this I honestly laughed at, guys. We have a baby mode, which is going to be your very easy mode. Normal mode, which honestly I think you should play every game at the start on normal mode. Baby modes and easy modes give you too much of a cakewalk, and you really don't want to sully your experience going with the hardest difficulty right off of the bat, unless maybe you're like an achievement or a trophy whore, and it's one of those games where the hardest mode will also unlock all the trophies from all the previous playthroughs. That's honestly the only way that I can see that ever being an advantage to going hardest first, but you do see it's aptly named Rage Mode. And guys, I haven't even beat the first boss on normal mode yet. So what I want to do in this case, and I'm going to eat my own words previously, I'm going to go into baby mode just because I want to get a little bit farther in the game than I did before so I can show you guys what it's all about. Now right away, guys, you're going to notice the art style, and this game is absolutely stunning. You can see the sprite, or the character that we play, has a nice rounded 3D graphical feel to it in sort of a 2D environment, which I really like. The sway is really nice. He's got a little bit of movement, so he's not standing there just completely static. Now we have a look at one of our first enemies here, which I'm not sure what it's actually named, but it kind of reminds me of a pesky hornet, so that's what we're going to call it, as the hornet. We've got your basic platforming. Now, when you're in the air as well, guys, you can use the dash to cover a little bit more ground or get out of the way of some enemies. And if you didn't notice there as well, when the enemy goes yellow, at that point in time, you have the opportunity to fling or throw them through the air. Now, this is something I didn't experience the first time, and maybe this is something only in baby mode, but it looks like I just got more max health. You can see in the top left corner right now the health bars themselves, as well as your mana. Now, your mana will be depleted as you use spells. That's just holding L2 and then using your attack button. We've got keys, and then we've got our currency as well. So we're going to keep going, and looking at the mini-map, we can see there's only one way to go, and that one way is up. We've got another pesky hornet here. Now, what's very interesting is in my first 2 playthroughs, I had a lot of enemies, but I had never encountered one of those mage enemies. So that again is just showing me how well they have done with just adding the procedurally generated environments. Not only is it the environments, but it looks to generate just different enemy types as well, which is super cool. So we've just unlocked a key for a door, and let's go up here. Get into this chest. So we got 50 influence. That is going to be used for weapons and different things like that. So I believe that's what that key was for. Yes, so I had actually spent that key on that chest to get the influence. We're gonna keep going here again. The minimap is your friend, guys. Don't let it get you confused without it. Now, the reason why I didn't fight that guy or stay down there is you're going to notice that he had kind of TNT on his back, and if you didn't see that barrel, you can go ahead and just kind of rewind the video for a moment. They follow you and they explode, so I wanted to get out of the way as fast as possible just to let him kill himself, and I just hurt myself on that wall. Oh, we got a chest here. That's probably a key, I would assume. No, 10 influence. Key in here. Alright, so we're kind of stuck for right now, guys. We need a key, so we're gonna go exploring through this door. And now this is the Maw, and I actually haven't beat this boss yet, so let's see if baby mode is going to be my friend here. Basically what he's going to do is he's going to come out of either 2 corner, he's going to spit that goop out, And now this will hurt you. It's kind of like a toxic goop, and I don't know if there's a way to tell or not what he's going to spit, but you're gonna notice that just a little bit earlier, instead of spitting just one piece, he spit a whole bunch. And these guys are your worst enemy. They're gonna fire out a lot of stuff. And now, when the worms come out of the ground as well, you can't knock them back like you can with the other enemies, so there's really no way to gain bonus ground when those guys come out. Alright, we're doing good. Either baby mode is our friend, or maybe a little bit of narration is adding some bonus artificial confidence. Either way, we don't want to get too cocky here, guys, because we do want to see if we can get to the next level. I've only got 3.5 hearts left, and I'm getting a little nervous. We will use the silence to our advantage. Holy smokes. Oh no. Okay. Get out of the way. We'll go for 2 hits at a time. And I'd say 2 more hits and that guy's done. Yep. 1, 2, and jump out of the way. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Alright. And I think we can actually use some range attack. There we go, guys. We got it. For the first time, we've beat the Maw. So I'm gonna lend that as you guys gave me a hand and were my sidekick here. Baby mode, I will say, had nothing to do with that win. Alright, so we've got the blessing, and we will now get out of here. So what's really cool is there's not really a whole bunch of stages, if you will. It doesn't really remove you that much from the experience. It's just giving us a very small loading screen, and then it will actually throw us right back into the game. So we started in early spring. This is now late spring. And it always kind of starts you off with just a little helping hand here. Sometimes there's some stuff in there, sometimes there's not. Oh no. It's giving us worms already, guys. Worms and hornets. There we go. So you're gonna see, if you didn't notice before, that fling really played a crucial role in separating us from those enemies, as well as allowing those enemies to do extra damage to each other. So he picked up a much needed heart. Now, health is extremely valuable in this game. Again, it doesn't generate back like other games. Because there's no continues, it's very, very unforgiving in the way that it's spent. We'll let these guys come to us. Or they're just gonna jump off of the edge. There we go. So we had lost some health there and gained half of it back. I guess we can take it. Half back is better than none, right? Now this guy I've never encountered before, and he looks to be armored from the front. We'll get this guy out of the way too. Maybe juggle him up in the air a few times. And there's lots of enemies up above. Again, we're going to be using that mini-map to our advantage to really understand what's coming, to better brace ourselves when the time comes. There we go. So all that juggling really, really works to your advantage, guys. Please don't forget that. Oh, so we skipped everything and accidentally went right to the boss. So this is the Burrower. Now, I have seen some of this guy online. Remember, folks, this is a PC title first, and it's just come over to the PS4, so the game has been out for a little bit of time. Now, basically, what we need to do is we need to take these guys. Oh my god, oh my god. And we need to... Oh my god. We need to try to fling them into this boss, and I am almost dead, folks. This is not going out very well. Oh no, 1 heart left. Oh no. Did we just beat it? Did we just beat it? Oh my god, guys. This is amazing. You guys are the best. Look at that. So we had beat the Burrower. We're gonna jump in here and please be some health. So we get another blessing. We have only got a single heart left, folks. And I'm gonna take a moment just to go in the pause menu here, and we're gonna take a look. Did we unlock any discoveries yet? No, it doesn't look like that we did, but that's quite all right. Get up there. Alright, so we've encountered some new enemy types here, guys. So we have got the Hornets are now spitting stuff at us. Oh no, get out of the way. We're just gonna run, folks. We're just gonna run because they're probably going to murder us. And I just want to experience a little bit more of this level before I die. So using that brawl, or sorry, that fling once more to our advantage, you notice that we got out of a sticky situation there just a quick moment ago. Those ones are dead. Oh, guys, we have got a quarter health right now. Such a sticky situation here. We've got a chest. And we have got a heart, guys, so we are now at 1 1/4. There we go. Man, you gotta love that juggle. It's really just an art form to really use learn how to utilize it to your advantage here. Oh, we get a little mini bomb. We'll just let him take care of himself. And we got more health, so baby mode being very, very generous here. Excellent. Max health up. So I think what we should do here, should we jump down? No, because it looks like that might, no, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. What's the worst that's gonna happen, right? Oh no. Do we try to do that again? There we go. Little secret area. 10 influence. I really don't think that 10 influence was worth all of that health that I just expended to get it, but I was really curious to see what was in there. And using that wall really does an extraordinary amount of damage in this case. 1, 2, we'll jump out of the way. Perfect. Now I want to find a shop here as well to show you guys how the purchase system works, because I really think it's quite a well-balanced system that they have, and it's very well thought out in the way that it's engineered. So let's see if we can't find one here. I hope this isn't an end. Yep, and this is an end boss. I should have known better, guys. I'm not looking at the mini-map, and it does tell you where the bosses are. Now, I think I got kind of lucky because this boss is on the easier side. So what you have to do in this case, just get these guys yellow, and you're gonna use them to fling the boss down. And we'll just beat him up a little bit here. He, I don't think, is able to be thrown, but I mean, we can just thrash his face until he dies. And that's exactly what we've done. So we've got some blessings here, and we will get out of here and get on to the next area. Now we are in late summer. So as always, we're going to get the first few of these and move on to the next area. And there's gonna be some bad guys right away. Now that guy had a pesky shield. I've got some health. Awesome. So that guy actually blew up right at the start and allowed us a little bit of an advantage. Oh, those shields are terrible. Perfect. And what do we have? So we have a little bit more health. We are up to 3.5 now, so I believe we can continue on just a little bit farther. I really, again, guys, would love to show you a shop just to see how that system works. Oh, get out of here. Oh, that was 2 of them attached. Okay, I thought that was 1 new creature. Using that dash. There we go, and he is finished. We're gonna get our chest, and we've now got a key. A key is something we haven't actually seen for quite a while, folks. Oh no. Okay, let's see if we can get one of these enemies. Yellow, I'm starting to panic here, guys. There we go. Using those, again, I will say it every time we do it, using those guys to our advantage to make sure that we can do extra damage to our foes. Now, it is showing that there is something over to our right. We should go check that out and see what it is, but I had forgot about this chest. Now, plus 5% damage for spells. We have got a key, so we can open up this guy here. And we have an extraordinary amount of influence, so I hope we're going to get to spend it sometime soon. Now, I haven't been casting spells very much either. Right now, I don't feel that my spell does a whole lot of damage that I have access to, and I'm having an easier time just brawling at the moment. Oh, gosh. Okay. Okay. Be easy, man. Can we kill him? How are we gonna do this? Oh, we can't leave. Oh, clutch right at the end. So we've got armored health. They need to take that armor down before they can actually take that health away from us. And oh my gosh, what do we have here? Let's activate this. This is something new, guys, and this is the store. So you're gonna see, there's wares for the weary. We have some armored health that we can buy for only 25 influence. We've got 307, so that's definitely something that we're going to buy. There we go, so we just attack it to buy it. We also have a whole heart, definitely going to buy that. We have got a spell of some sort, and we also have Spirit of the Wolf. And you know what? We're just going to go ahead and we are going to buy all of this. Now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to equip the new spell. You can see it does slightly more damage, 65 over 50. The stagger damage is the exact same, and so is the spell cost. Let's go ahead and get our hands on that. And you're going to notice that, oh, awesome. It looks to be an area mine, so that is just perfect. And we're just gonna get right back out of here, and using that mini-map to its full potential, we can see that we need to go left. Lots of enemies here. Let's use one of those mines. It's a little too high. Perfect, and I think that's... Oh yes, so not only does Lost my words there, guys, sorry. Not only does the environment hurt you, but it appears to also hurt the enemies, and that's something that I didn't actually know in my first playthrough, so that is awesome. Ooh. Poison slowing my movements. This is not cool. That's alright. We get this under control. We get this under control. We're gonna get them back a little bit. We're gonna fling these guys back. We're gonna use these mines. And we are going to win. Oh, perfect. So we have a new blessing. This gives us temporary invulnerability. So we are invincible for a very small amount of time using that. And that was the breath on the R2 that we discussed earlier. I actually haven't been using that because, again, I don't honestly know what I'm doing very much. I am coming in blind to give you guys the full experience that you would have if you were to pick up this game for yourself. And again, just as a quick refresher, this game does come out on September 8th. It was to come out on August 25th, but due to the heavy release schedule that was out, Hapa Games felt it best to release a little bit later, and I definitely agree. You really don't want to put yourself out on the market at a time where people are spending a lot of money on maybe games that they've been looking at for a year or more. If you've checked out my channel before, you will notice right now I am doing a playthrough of Until Dawn, which had come out on that very same day. So that is just one example of a game that this would have had to have competed with. Not to say this isn't a great game and this isn't better than that, but I did personally have a pre-order on that for quite a while, and that was a lot of my hard-earned money. So I'm glad this is waiting it out. Now, you're going to notice that we now have Dragoon's Razor. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to equip that. It does do a little bit more damage as well as more stagger damage, and what's really awesome is it has a slower swing time, a faster swing time and increased jump height. Now, the stats that you see with the 5% chance for blessing on hit effects and the jump height, those are also procedurally generated. So the Dragoon's Razor that you pick up in your playthrough at any time may be widely different and will be widely different compared to the one that I pick up, which is crazy awesome. Oh no. Oh, guys. We just got a new blessing, speed boost after dash. Whew, that was a little hectic. So, where do we have to go, folks? That is something that I don't know. We've already taken a look at a lot of different places, and as I eat my words, it looks like we took a look at a lot of places except for this place here. Now, let me know, hit me up on Twitter, at QuasiDog, or on this video itself, and let me know if this is a game that you would like me to stream as well. This is sort of an early access look at the game, so you will not see it out on very many other channels. So I want to, again, use this opportunity to its full potential, and to your full potential as well. I'm loving those mines. Ow. No. And finally, guys, this is an extremely long first look, but this is the end screen. So the highest amount of damage that I inflicted was 95 over the course of a 22-minute playthrough. Total damage inflicted was 54,152, 117 enemies slain, 1 impaled, and we saw that earlier. Damage taken 20.5 hearts. Nemesis was the Brute, which I believe was that big guy that was smashing the ground. 0 successful parries because I honestly don't know what I'm doing. 32 rooms visited, 3 events visited, influence gain 324, which is that currency, 125 was spent, breaths used, which was 1, and honestly I wasted it when I showed you guys. I should have done that in combat. And then pots destroyed was 43. Now, I'd like to also thank you guys so much for checking out this first look of Ascendant. I do hope that you use it to your full advantage to make the best buying decision possible for you guys, but if you pick this up, I honestly think it will be a fantastic decision. I believe the cost of the game will probably be right around that $10 to $15 mark, which for this experience is going to be great, and the experiences are endless again with that procedurally generated environment and weapons and the enemies that it throws at you and much, much more. My name is QuasiDog. This was a first look. Thank you, Hapa Games, for this experience, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.